Shalom, shalom, Yashar Allah. Want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Pedri Hebrew tongue is the correct name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers laboring in this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. This is going to be a quick lesson, kind of an afterburner of the highway and hedges about making sure your calling election is sure. You know, a lot of times on the highway and hedges, the audio be all kind of bad and messed up, you know, from Esau. So I told myself I'm going to start doing on a Monday, I'll do a recap of the highway and hedges and to summarize it. That way nothing will be lost. And plus we left, I believe, a lot of meat still on the bone. So I just want to reiterate that we should be all the way locked in on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and making sure that our calling election is sure, you know, which is our salvation, that tender mercy, you know, when all hell breaks loose, that we'll get that. And in the meantime, before Jacob's trouble hit and all hell breaks loose, what should we be doing? And I got pulled up. This is Psalms 119 and 15. It says, I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. So King David told us what we should be doing. He said, I will meditate in thy precepts, which goes in these scriptures. And he said, meditate. That means to think deeply about it. Not just get caught, because it's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of Babylon the Great. Because, you know, Esau keeps us living paycheck to paycheck. Always something coming up. Family and issues, you know, pop up. All kinds of things pop up, and it's always there to distract you from seeking the Lord and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So always fight for time. Because I know it's a fight, Yashua. I have to fight for time. I have to fight to make time for Yahweh, Bashmi Yahweh Shah, because our salvation depends on it. And what did King David say? He said, meditate on thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. How do you respect the ways of Yahweh, Bashmi Yahweh Shah? By keeping the commandments. That's how you respect for the ways. And then I got pulled up on meditate because I wanted to get a thorough meaning on what it means to meditate. You know, the etymology of the word meditate is to ponder, think abstractly, engage in mental contemplation. And then you go down. Let me see. It says to think over, reflect, and consider. Ooh, that consider part is real big. You know, because the majority of our nation, they don't consider the Bible. They consider the truth. That's why they ain't read it. They don't read it, and if they read it, don't take it seriously. The Lord said, meditate on thy precepts. Now, us in this truth, especially for us brothers as prophets, oh, we do that. We meditate on these scriptures, man. We study to show ourselves approved. Hey, we're totally submerged in this book. That's why it's so easy for us to pull things out spiritually from the Bible, because we're like spiritually invested in this thing, like all the way. So it comes easy and natural to us in this truth. Now, if you are a female, or if this one ain't on your spirit to be called to be a prophet, that does not mean that you're not part of the hopeful elect. You can be a helping hand to the prophets. And we're going to get that scripture too. Because we need help. Best believe that, Yashua. So just because that you're not a prophet doesn't mean that you cannot help the ministry. You know, doesn't mean you're not a part of this, because all the believers are very much a part of this. We do the works for the believers to eat up on this word, you know, because we love Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shah. He told us through the apostle Peter, you know, if you love me, feed my sheep. And so when the believers hear this, you know, you're supposed to take care of the prophets. Because why? Here's go Matthew 10 and 41. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. So the Lord loves when people help his prophets out. Because why? In the scriptures it said, that's a commandment right there. When you help out the prophets, you know, you're going to get the same reward the prophet's going to get. And what is that? Salvation. Tender mercy. Part of the first fruits of establishing the kingdom of heaven. That's what the prophets are going to get. And when you help a prophet, you get that same reward as well. So what's examples of helping the prophets? If you're a man, you can pay alms or tithes. You can give water. You can repost. We got a brother in our camp. He reposts lessons from other brothers. You can do that. Females can do that as well. You can repost lessons, make a YouTube page, and just download and repost lessons as they're done. Because we need all the help we can get. And as a female, you can come by the camp, drop off water. We're in the wintertime. We can use some hot chocolate. It be so cold out there. We love good home cooked meals, things of that nature. Or like I said, you could pay tithes, and that's part of the works, because we all got to have works, and then not only that, you got to have your personal works. You got to keep the commandments of Yahweh Shah. That's part of the works. So those are things that we have to do to show that we're spiritually invested in this, and that would increase our faith. When you put in good works and all hell broke loose, it's about to break loose and it's going crazy, you're going to feel good about your lot based on all the work that you put in for Yahweh Bashmi Shah. That's why I tell all the Akim around me, the best thing we can do is put in work. Put as much as you can, because this place is about to belly up any minute. Once it bellies up, after that point, you got to apply. You can't go out and, do works and all that. Society's going to be totally chaotic at that point. So put in the work now so that you can reap the rewards later on. And that's the whole point why we should be in this truth, really going as hard as we can. 110 miles per hour. That's how we should be in this truth. Because you're going to need that faith, man. And what helps boost your faith is your works. Be diligent and do the work. Study, show yourself approved. And once, spirit hits you, put in some work. Any way, how I put out there relay that you can do some work. So when we go to show you, to prove that, I'm going to go to James 2:18. It says, yea, a man say that has faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. And see, that's a very big precept right there. Because a lot of people, especially these planted Christians, pork chop eating Christians, I believe in Jesus, I believe in this and that, and they ain't got no works. They don't have real works. They ain't even really in the truth. They're not in the truth. They're coming in a false name, and they think they're going to church every Sunday as part of the works. No, it's not. They don't know nothing about the commandments. They're not keeping the commandments. They're basically Babylonians, keeping Esau, Edom, so-called white man's customs, and they don't have any works. And it's going to show when catastrophe hits, because they haven't been, they haven't been versed on Jacob's trouble. They haven't been versed on Babylon the Great being America, going to be destroyed. And when all this stuff hits, they don't even know what the mark of the beast is. When all this stuff hits, you're going to see them scrambling like a chicken with their head cut off, because they don't have wisdom, not to understand it, because they didn't get the truth. And to really prove this, let's go down to verse 20. When you go to James, I'm going down to James 2:20. But without know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead. So you got a lot of people saying, I believe in Yahweh Shah, but ain't got no works. Ain't did nothing. I'm counting females too. I believe in Yahweh Shah, but they don't do nothing. Ain't did nothing. Ain't made no garments. Ain't helped out no prophets. They're not really doing nothing. They don't have any works. And if you ain't got work, what it say? Faith without works is dead. So it proves they don't have genuine faith. Because all I notice is the few sisters that's here, they actually are helping hands. They got some works under their belt. And when you have works under your belt, it just makes you feel better about your lot. It takes away that fear that's going to come when Esau, Edom comes down with great wrath. It's going to take that away, because you're like, man, I did the work. I did as much as I can. So at this point, my faith got to kick in. And then we're going to find out, if we're part of the elect or not. That's the whole point of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be proving grounds. So keep it moving. I'm going to get this right here. I'll probably end off with that too. Let me see. Do I have anything in the holster that I forgot? Because I think I'm going to end off with that. Yep. And we'll go to, because this one's going to be long. This is a recap on camp. How we pretty much was talking about, stay diligent in these works. And to make sure, our call and election is sure. Making sure we're part of the elect. Because the elect going to put in their work. So we'll second Esdras 9 and 7. It says, everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed. So you put in that work, that increases your faith. You need two things to make it. You need faith and you need works. When you got genuine faith, it's naturally going to produce works. Because when you really believe, you're going to put in that work. Straight up, you're going to do it because you believe. So you can't tell me, oh, I believe, and you look up, person ain't got no works. Hey, faith without works is dead. You really don't. That's just lip service. Because if you did, you'll be doing and not just saying. See, the Lord wants you to put in work. Everybody put in work for Esau on their job, but won't put in no work for the Lord. So do you think they're going to get salvation? No. The Lord like, nah, put in some work for me. And put in more work for me than you will for that devil. Show me more love than you got for that devil. So at this point, where we're at the end, hey man, this should be our mind should be all about Yahweh Shah, the kingdom of heaven. I know we still got family and earthly duties, but that also become, secondary. Yahweh Shah should be primary, and everything else comes next. Because without the Lord, hey, you're nothing. We're not gonna make it without Yahweh Bashim Shah. We're just not, And then look, it's gonna say it in verse 8, 2 Esdras 9 and 8. Shall be preserved from the said pearls, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I sanctified them for me from the beginning. So the Lord already knew what souls He gonna save from the beginning, because He knows all. So the whole elect been here. These souls been here, and they're gonna be here when the kingdom of heaven comes, because that's what He preserved them for. To do what? Rebuild the kingdom of heaven. To build the kingdom of heaven, should I say, because it's coming here. Yahweh Shah is coming here. And when He get here, He ain't got to go out and find the elect and teach them about Him. No, we're already doing that now. Everything is already set up now. That's what's so beautiful about it. When Yahweh Shah returns, we're already waiting on Yahweh Shah to return. We are patiently waiting on Him to return. So when He gets here, we're ready to establish and build up the kingdom of heaven. We're already getting our act together. We're already seeing what the laws and commandments are and applying them, rehearsing the righteous acts. The way when He gets here, we can do it. Yahweh Shah is going to perfect us. We're going to be able to do the laws and commandments to perfection when Yahweh Shah gets here, because Esau will no longer reign over us. Yahweh Shah will reign over us. And that's going to be a very, very beautiful thing when it happens. And we're patiently waiting on that. So in the meantime, what should we be doing? Putting in work for Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shah. To show them that we are worthy to be in the kingdom of heaven. That's what we should be doing. And don't get caught up in the world. Don't spend more time in the world than you do more time with the Lord, because that's going to make you fall out. You should spend the majority of your time in these scriptures, in this word, being spiritual. That way you're locked tight. You're locked in. Ain't no falling out. Man, I'm connecting. I'm hanging on tight. I'm not letting go. And that's how you make your call and your election sure. By staying locked in. And doing the works. And keeping the faith. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah. And stay locked in, because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.